Hello everyone out there, I'm Linnea and today I'm going to be talking about an all-natural makeup line that I really love. I found out about this brand right before I got pregnant. I'm a news anchor, so I would wear a lot of different products on my face for a very long time, and I wanted to find a makeup brand that was non-toxic, that was all natural, something that I could just wear and not worry about the ingredients. And especially as I got pregnant, this was my go-to makeup line. It's called the All Natural Face, and they're very inexpensive. Let me see if I can pull that in. But yeah, they're very inexpensive, and you can go to their website. They're always having sales, but what I like about them is that you can order a cheap sample pack to find your color, but they have colors from very light to all the way, you know, a dark ebony skin tone. So I really like them, and they're smooth. All of the products have about maybe 5 or 6 ingredients, so very non-toxic. And you can actually look up those ingredients online and kind of see what they are used for, or how they work in your skin. But it's kind of just everyday products or ingredients with oils. This foundation that I'm going to be showing you all is their vegan cream foundation. I got a light, dark, and color, and also my skin color to kind of add some dimension to my face, to kind of do what I call a soft bead or contouring and highlighting. So hopefully you like it. I also use their blush and I use their highlighter, but there are some other products that I use like Mineral Fusion. This is another good all-natural non-toxic makeup brand, and they are a little bit more expensive, but I like their powders, and I really like their volumizing mascara. It works really well. So hopefully you will enjoy this demo. If you are interested, just go to their website. Like I said, they're always having sales, but you can look down low. I will list all the products that I use, and hopefully you can check them out. Okay, so let's start with a clean face, and I use my hyaluronic acid from the All Natural Face. I really like this solution because it plumps up your skin and it makes it feel very moisturized, and also it's just good to put on before you put on any type of makeup. And I use this all the time after I wash my face, before I put on my makeup. It is just my go-to product. So after that, I use their vegan cream foundation. I'm using Butter Pecan as my base. And so before, I like to just get my Real Techniques brush and I swirl it around, and then I place it on my face and I start to work it in. So this foundation, in the beginning, it needs some working in because it is cream. It starts off pretty hard to blend in, but as it gets warmer and it starts to hit the heat from your skin, it blends effortlessly and it goes on very smoothly. And it also gives just kind of this luminous finish because of the oils in there. So just be patient with it. And of course, like I said, this foundation is light for me. I'm usually their toffee shade. This is my winter color, but I will be blending it in later with the contour. But for now, this is going to be my base, and I try to work it into my hairline. So now that I have my full foundation on, I try to, I go straight into my powder by Mineral Fusion. This is Deep One. So this is just a personal preference. I like to set my base with powder before I put on anything else, just because I have an oily complexion. And I just found that my makeup stays on longer when I do this. So, but I know some makeup artists, they don't prefer this. So like I said, it's a personal preference, but Deep One and Mineral Fusion is nice. So now I use Cocoa Bean as my contour. This is another color from the All Natural Face from their vegan cream foundation. And I use my other Real Techniques brush just to contour. So I think that this brush is actually a knockoff brush that I got on Amazon, but hey, it works out. It has a darker base to it, so I always use that for my dark contour. Hey, so it works. So I go onto my hairline. As you see, I've got a little heavy-handed right there with the contour, but then I do the old-fashioned contour of my cheek. I kind of squeeze, you know, my cheeks. This is just my preference, how I like to do it. And I really like this cocoa bean color because it has more of a red undertone to it, so I can really warm up my base in any color that I want. And sometimes I just use this cocoa bean even when I'm doing my full face for TV, just because it has a nice undertone to it that can warm up anything that I wear. So now I'm just kind of doing the base of my face as well, just because that foundation was a little light. So I'm just working in cocoa bean to even out my complexion. And then I am contouring my nose just slightly. Of course, this is my everyday look, so I'm not going to do too much. I don't need to be chiseled or anything. This is just to add a little dimension to my face, as I put on my makeup. And so now I'm just taking my light Real Techniques brush and I'm just blending out my forehead just because I was a little heavy-handed. And then I go back with a dark one. And right now I'm just trying to make sure that I like the way that my contouring looks. So then I use my Fit Me powder. I just like this color. It's color 362. And I use the dark Real Techniques brush again. And I just kind of go along the contour line. Of course, this is just to set my contour because like I said, I'm very, very oily. I like this powder because it's cheap, it works, I can throw it in my bag, so that's why I use it. I don't use this for TV, but this is just for everyday, and I like it. So now we're going to do the highlight from the All Natural Face line, their Vegan Cream Foundation. I use light beige medium. I like it because it has a slightly yellow undertone for me. And then I use my Rimmel London concealer brush. So I don't use this concealer anymore. I just like the brush, so I continue to use it. And so I'm using this cream foundation to trace my eyebrows. So this foundation kind of mimics the same feel as the MAC pots of concealer. The ones that everyone uses to kind of just conceal their eyebrows. So I can use their foundation as a concealer. It's pretty thick. So I just use this light color to first conceal my eyebrows. I've already filled in my eyebrows. I didn't show that part, but I just used a normal dark brown powder. And then now I'm just going through and tracing it. And so by kind of tracing it with the foundation, it just makes sure that my eyebrows pop and kind of gives it that more finished appeal. But this is just every day, so I'm not doing it too much, just enough to clean up the eyebrows. This is also really good to do if you kind of need to get your eyebrows done, but you don't have time. So now I'm using that same light beige medium underneath my eyes just to highlight, and I try to dab it on just very gently around that under eye area. And then I put a little bit on my nose. And then I also put a little bit on my forehead. Again, this is just a light kind of beat every day. So then I take my fingers, just my pointer finger and my ring finger to smooth it in. This is just something that I learned when I did makeup. This under eye area is extremely sensitive. You do not want to tug it at all. This is where wrinkles begin, right underneath the eyes and the crow's feet. So I just rather not use any tools under my eye. And so I blended in on my forehead as well, and I blended in on my nose. And like I said, because of the cream foundation, it just works better sometimes with your hands, just from the heat from your hands. And so as you see, it's a little light there on my forehead. So I'm just taking my brush, and again, I'm blending just to make sure that it looks nice and kind of, you don't have those lines of demarcation all over the place. And so next I am going to take just my, I think it's called Sacha, I don't know, but their banana powder. I don't know if this is all natural or anything. I use this for TV. I'm using it today just to kind of, just a little bit, to put underneath my eyes just to make my, my concealer pop right there. And I like this powder because there isn't any flashback when you use it, and this is very important, especially in TV or if you're taking pictures. So I just kind of use it, but usually on my everyday, I just use my Mineral Fusion powder that I showed you beforehand. I just kind of put a little bit on. So now I kind of like the way my base is looking. It's very natural and minted. Now, this is my eyeshadow palette. I love this brand. They make colors especially for women of color, and it's really nice, and it's inexpensive. I love the dark color and the shimmer color. And so I'm going to be blending those two eyeshadows onto my eyelid. Nothing spectacular, just enough to give me some definition for my everyday look. That bronze color is very pretty. And so I'm just taking a typical eyeshadow brush and putting it on my eyelids, and then I'm going to take the other brown color and I'm going to put it in my crease. And this is just to smooth it out, and as I'm smoothing it out, I'm bringing it up to my brow line where the cream foundation was placed when I traced my eyebrows. And so I don't need a highlighter. I just kind of blend it into there and use that cream foundation as my highlighter. This is just because it's every day and I still want it to look kind of natural and luminous, so I don't want to put anything else over there on that part of my eyelid. There you see my daughter in the background watching cartoons. She's having a good time. Okay, now for blush. This is Dark Rose. I like this blush. It is a cream blush, and I just use a regular blush brush to put it on. That's a tongue twister there, but I just use a regular brush and I place it on my cheeks. And I like this again because it has oils in it. It has a great luminous glow. And I have to say, even though I have oily skin, I haven't had any problems with acne with this brand. So it really just feels good. And so I put on just a little bit on my cheeks just to give me a little rosy glow. And I am a lover of all things highlight. So I also use the All Natural Faces highlighter. This is a bronze color. It's a darker bronze color. And I just placed a little bit on my nose right there and just on my cheeks just to kind of give that shimmer that we all like with our highlighter. And I put a little bit on my forehead as well, just kind of where I already placed a little bit of highlighting foundation. And so I'm pretty much complete with my look for every day. So now I'm just putting on a lip. This is Nude La La by Mented as well. Mented Cosmetics of some really pretty nude colors. So I use this for TV, but I just decided to put it on today just to complete my look. And yeah, so next we are going to just put that Mineral Fusion powder on all over again. This is just kind of to take some of the oil away, just to set it, but I don't want to put on too much because I still like that luminous glow. It makes it, just kind of makes it look really natural. So then I'm just putting on some lashes. So I need to cut these lashes to fit my eyes, but I just decided to put them on just to kind of complete the look. These are just wispies. I really like Demi Wispies and the wispy eyelashes by, I think it's Ardell. I guess, you can get them from Sally's Beauty Supply store or Target or Walmart. So I just put those on. I let them dry and just to complete my eyes. And so now that my eyelashes are on, I like to set them with some mascara for my top and bottom lashes. And the mascara that I like to use is Mineral Fusion by their black color right there. So this is, again, Mineral Fusion is a really good brand. They have a low number on the EWG scale. That's something you can look up. A lot of beauty products, just go to their website to see what actually is natural and good. So I put it on. This is my complete look. I'm pretty happy with it. This is just what I do every day when I'm just going to the store. And voila, finally a foundation that is good for you and doesn't have all those icky ingredients that you're used to wearing. So make sure you try the All Natural Face.